I had forgot one aspect of the popcorn stitch. I forgot to show you how to finish it. When you get ready to complete the popcorn stitch, let me enlarge it so you can see it. You would do 2 single crochets in each chain space. So you do 2 single crochets there, 2 singles there, skip this single crochet, 2 singles there, 2 singles there, 2 singles there, and you do it all the way across. And then you would do your front or back ridge depending on how it lands. Now I like to also show how you could add a little bit of a border to the edge, because as you can see, it's not always nice and neat. Oh, this one's not too bad, but over here it's not as neat. So you can add a single crochet border, and I'll just do a little quickie. Now what I did was I divided it with my pins to do 12 stitches between each pin. By doing this, I can guarantee that I'm going to have 12, 12, 12, and 12. Otherwise you may have more here and less here, and then this will be stretched, or this could be squished. So you want to mark it if you can with some kind of a marker, and it'll make your job a lot easier. So I'm going to start here. I'm not going to do the whole side, but I'm just going to give you an idea. So you single crochet to the corner. Now when you get to the corner, you want to do 3 single crochets in the corner. That allows it to turn around and have a nice smooth edge. So we do 1, 2, 3, and that just gives you a nice finish. We'll look at it in just a minute. Now we want to do 11 more, because that last one of the 3 is number 1 for the 12. So just kind of eyeball it where you'd like to do it. If for any reason you don't have enough room, you can always peel it back. If you have too much, you can always stretch it out and do stitches a little further apart. So we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now you see I'm 1 short of completing my 12th one there. So you can leave it like that and say, okay, I want to do 13. I just picked 12 as a number, but you can do as many or as few as you want. It's entirely up to you, unless the pattern calls for a specific amount. So I'm going to make mine 13, since 13 seems to be nice and even. So we'll do number 13 here. Remove this pin. Now let's see if we can get 13 to the next pin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I'll do here, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So I was able to get 13 in there, and as you see, it lays fairly nice and flat. If you feel like they're stretched too far apart, let me expand it a little bit. If you feel like they're stretched too far apart and you're making up your own amount of stitches, you can always do more there. Take them out and just go across on your own. Set them the way you want to set them. It's entirely up to you. Just remember to do 3 in the corner. That's what allows you this nice smooth curve. Now the next thing I like to do is show how you can start and stop yarn in the middle of a row. As you see here, I ran short and I've got, whoops, here it is, and I've got 2 tails. I'm going to show you the way I do this to make it nice and neat, so you really can't see where you start and stop. It's really easy. Let me start with the single crochet one, because you can do it with singles, doubles, and half doubles. As you can see, kind of hard because of purple and pink. I thought it'd be a little more obvious, but I guess not. I've got purple to this point, Oh, no, actually this is where it begins. I've got my single crochet pink here, and I'm adding my purple, and then I've got 2 pink, 2 purple, 2 pink, 2 purple. Maybe this will show a little bit better. This one I did with double crochets, but you can, yeah, I think you can see that a little better. You can see where I switched my colors as I went. That allows you to keep everything nice and flat. You will have a couple of tails. They're already partially woven in. You can weave them in a little more if you like. I kind of left these large so you can see them. So let me go ahead and get this started. Make sure you have a good foot or 2 of leftover tail when you do this. Let me pull this back a little bit. Okay, you place your pink. Let me go ahead and cut that. Okay, you place your pink behind your work and do your first single crochet, making sure you catch your pink in. And you do several single crochets, keeping your pink inside. That way you already got your tail partly woven in. You can always use a needle and thread, or needle, and re-weave this in a little bit further if you like, the pink. Okay, so now we're going to start switching it. You bring the pink over the purple, do 2 in pink. Now take the purple over the pink and do 2 in purple. Then you take the pink over the purple and do 2 in pink. You can do as many or as few of these as you want. It's entirely up to you. I do anywhere from 8 to 10. I want to make sure mine is well seated, or when I pretty much run out of yarn. So if my purple yarn was just about done, I would go ahead and stop at this point. But I'm going to do one more set of pink. Okay, now at this point, you just keep going across, holding the purple behind your work until you get 6 or 8 done, whichever you want. Okay, I'm going to stop with holding the thread. I'm just going to finish this without the thread. Now you can just continue on using your pink and let the purple be woven in, additional if you want to, or just trim it off at that point. And then you just continue cross back and forth with your pink, and it blends in nicely and you don't really see it. Now I'm going to show it to you on with a double crochet. It's about the same, but you can see it a little bit different when you do it with a double crochet. Since the stitch is a little bigger, it just takes a little bit more work. Okay, so now when you're doing it with the double crochet, you got to make sure you have a good 3 foot of yarn left. If you don't have 3 foot, roughly 3 feet, it will not work as well. So you hold the blue behind your work, yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, bring it through so you have 3 on your hook, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. That's your double crochet. We'll do another one. So yarn over, insert, pull it through, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. Do it again, insert. Now always make sure you got your new thread laying across your previous roll. That way it's partially woven in, and you can do additional weaving if you want. Okay, so now you're going to do yarn over, bring it through, switch your yarns, pick up the blue, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. We're going to do another one. Now we're going to switch back. So we're going to go in our work, put the white over the blue, pull the white through, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. We do a second one. Now we're going to switch again, put the blue on top, grab the blue, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. We'll do another one. This really holds the yarns together, and you don't have a knot, you don't have a tail, you don't have a big thick lump, and it lays nice and flat. Oops, see, I ran out of beige. I didn't have a long enough piece. So at this point, what I would do is leave this laying across the top and just continue on with the blue, since that's the color I'll be using anyway. So you always got to make sure you give yourself sufficient tail. Then after you've gone as far as you can with the tail under your work, leave the tail behind and continue on with your project or pattern. It's a little harder to do if you have an actual pattern that you're working on where you're mixing up double crochets, half doubles, singles, trebles. It would just take a little more work on your part. It works, I found, the best when you're doing just a simple straight roll of singles, doubles, or half doubles.